you don't get Twitter notifications from Wario. They had the console in stock for hours yesterday.
Yeah, I think the one in particular that you were talking about was the Horizon Forbidden West bundle. But if you're talking about another restock that happened today, then I ain't gonna go over the whole sing and dance scenario.
Yes, it was stocked for about 3 or 4 hours.
Man, they run me.
I clearly said yesterday.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Alright. I could say something about it, but but now I have no excuse of it, and quite frankly, there is no excuse. The fact that I was that close
After you tried to do the PS Direct queue yesterday, they had consoles left over, a lot of them.
I thought it was just the one with the Horizon joint, because I saw the disc was sold out. The digital, I think, if they had left over, I don't know if that was sold out. I'm not sure, but I know there was like a Horizon Forbidden West bundle, one left yesterday. There was that, and there was that. There's the digital. Oh my goodness.
That was it. Not they had the Horizon Forbidden West disc bundle and it was in stock. And
I think I know who took it too. My coworker who works in the lot told me that he bought his little brother the Horizon bundle. He bought the charging station for the controller and an extra controller for the PlayStation 5. So I pretty well know who took it. Because he was telling me about it before I left. Unbelievable. But he is the man for that. He is the man for getting that for his little brother. And, you know. And he had next gen Xbox too. So that's what's up on his end. My end, I have no excuse whatsoever. The next payday I get, and that stock
at this point, every time PS Direct has a queue, you should expect for them to sell consoles after the queue.
Then I'll keep an eye out after the stream, because I guarantee you it won't be a long one. I've been ran ragged today, and it was a good day. It was the whole day at my job was almost perfect, right up until my receiving manager, codenamed the organizer, went full on Rugrat on me. Ticked off, but full on Rugrat on me. I was cleaning up in the back, and I was about to trash the whole milk, the green and the red box versions of them, because they were glued together, and for the life of me I don't know why, but I guess on delivery it got sticky, and you know, I don't know. But I was about to toss it myself, right up until my boss told me to break down the bananas while my coworker trashes them. Okay, that's fine, because he was trashing D&D. He was about to trash the milk as well. Two birds with one stone. Bada boom. So I went outside the gate, about to downstack the bananas. And as soon as I turned my back, a member grabbed the watermelon and dropped the other, and I looked at him with that stupid look, and he was like, "Hey man, such and such, such and such, such and such." And I was like, ugh. And then 3 of my workers came by after I told one of them that I need 2 pallets to break down the bananas. 3 of them.
For the past few PS Direct drops, they have been selling massive amounts of Horizon Forbidden West disc bundles after the queue.
After the queue?
You just had to sign in and buy.
And I did
understand it was in stock for hours, literally hours.
I was... You know what? I'm not even going to comment on that, because I thought for real that was the last one. But you know what? I'm not going to comment on that one. But you said after the queue. So after the queue was over, they must...
messages.
I saw them too. But I thought they were old from... I
checked Wario and he made tweets.
Yeah, he made tweets. And yes, I do get notifications from Wario, but not the ones with the PS5 restock though. Either that or I must have deleted it. But yeah, 3 of my workers came by. One of them gave me the pallets that I needed. The 3 of them went back to where they were, and I was about to mop up the watermelon. So I was called to the back for some reason, and then all of a sudden I walked into another argument with the with management. I walked into another argument between receiving manager and the higher ups within my job, and then she walked off to do a sweep around the cooler while I was getting lectured at or yelled at, whatever the heck they called it, about not trashing the milks and the D&D that was supposed to be in the meat department, but everything fell apart afterward because he went full on Rugrat on me, let alone lecturing me about what I should have did. And I guess, well, I guess my I guess my coworker from my department, I guess, either tried to cover his own behind or tried to say that well, it may be for D&D, but what's up, JP? It may be for D&D, and my boss wants it in the meat department, but my receiving manager still freaked out regardless because all of them should have been trashed. Nothing I can do. I mean, what the heck? Full on Rugrat on me. Full on ticked off at the same time. When our boss, when my other boss told me the opposite. Like, for me to downstack the bananas. Oh, JP, yeah, I forgot that you used to work at my job. I'll give you the short version of the story, JP, so that it won't be that long. So, a good day turned into a bad day real fast. I was about to toss out some D&D on the last job that I finished in the milk cooler. There was 16 red box versions of the whole milk not red box. I mean, not the gallon whole milk, but the red box milk. I know you know what I'm talking about. And there's like 17 green versions of the of the milk too. It was like a red color and no, never mind the colors. But anyway, they were glued together. I couldn't even rip them off without even destroying the product. So I told several of my bosses. They told me to take it to the back and just to get them scanned out. Okay, fine. I was about to toss them. Then my other boss, whose real name I cannot say, I wish, told me to break down the bananas instead, while my co-worker at my department takes care of 2 D&Ds with 1 stone. Okay, that's fine. So I went out to break them down. When I turned my back for a second, a member grabbed 1 watermelon and dropped the other, and I was looking at him stupid, and he said, well, you know, such and such things happen, such, and I was like, ugh. So I called one of my co-workers to get to give me the pallets that's needed to for me to break down the tall stack, at least like 15 to 20 plus boxes of regular bananas and the organic. So I'm about to break them down and mop up and clean up the watermelon at the same time, right up until I was called in the back. When I walked in the back, another argument that I just walked in, I did. In my Yoda voice for a split second there. Both my receiving manager and the assistant GM manager were arguing. Over what? I have no idea. But all I heard is that the GM assistant manager wanted to do a sweep of the freezer cooler. Okay, so the receiving manager comes up to me and to my coworker from my department saying that this shouldn't have been, that the milks that shouldn't have been tossed should have been trashed, and the produce D&D, which was meant to be saved for donation, he said that he want that trashed. So he went from being in a good mood to a full-on 1990s Nickelodeon's Rugrat on me. JP, that's the best way to describe it right now. He went from being in a good mood to a full-on Rugrat, and was ticked off on 2 separate things. One of them was the waters, I don't know. The flowers, I don't know. Don't ask. But the last one is when he was lecturing me about the D&Ds that shouldn't have been trashed. And my coworker from my department was working on it.
Miscommunication as usual.
Yeah, miscommunication in short as usual. And I was like, what the heck? What do I look like, Cinderella? I mean, geez, I might as well put on a dress for them, for all I care. Because that can't be everywhere. I can't be everywhere down stacking the bananas. I was originally about to toss the milk D&D myself after they were scanned out. I was about to toss them right up until my produce manager, my old produce manager turned floor manager, told me to break down the bananas. And you know what? Yeah. But yeah, that's the end of that story. I just don't want to repeat it because that was a miscommunicating disaster. Oh boy.
PS Direct was literally trying to give you a console these past few drops. All you had to do was buy it.
Yeah, but also at the same time, Mr. Account, my money was all spent up on the bills that we had to get caught up on. So the next payday, I will be fully focused into getting one this time. I'm not going to make any promises this time because right now I'm already out of excuses as to how I should have had a PlayStation 5 in the first place. So right now, next payday, I will be full on focused into finding one. How many
years have you worked there?
How many years have I worked there? If this was JP's question, it was 9 years. 9 years. 9 years. 9 years. A heck of a journey, too. 9 years going on 10 years. But if you're talking about morning shift, if you're talking about the morning shift, I clearly think that might be 8 years. No.
Okay, but I won't be leaving any messages when they have drops because you say you don't get them and you say you don't even get the Twitter no. Then you should know they don't talk.
Yeah. I know, JP, and account my apologies. Again. It will be up to you or to your discretions for you to leave a message to tell me when is the stock gonna be restocking. But all I know is the next payday I get, I'm gonna have to start taking measures my own way in getting it. But at the same...
No worries, bro. I hope you get your console.
Yeah.
I won't let that get to you.
Oh, it kind of got to me a little bit because he expect me to be like everywhere when in fact, do I look like a robot? Do I look like a robot? Nobody's not perfect, and I'm not exactly I'm not exactly that robot from the Jetsons, because otherwise I probably would have been all over the place without having my circuits and wires go kablooey all over the freaking place. Like I'm a male version of Cinderella for something. But either way, I just don't feel like repeating it because that was a miscommunicating disaster. And I don't know what the heck did they just installed for an emote. That looked like the type of dance you do when you make a touchdown or something. Because that right there, wow. Hey, JP, that looked like one of your dance moves too. Or maybe James, for that matter. Live disco dance. Nice.
I have been leaving messages for the past 3 drops and you didn't get them, but they had extra stock for hours. For, literally, hour.
Yeah, I clearly have no comment on that, Mr. Account, because I have no excuse whatsoever, as I just mentioned before. Because I had money in my account right up until it was used up for the daggone bills, which I'm possibly about to be infuriated on with Mama X1 for. But at the same time, we have to catch up on bills. So that's how my money...
But I still look forward to seeing you drop a video saying you got the console. Dude, that is what they do. When I was working there, they always want me to do 100 things.
I can understand it's a fast-paced job, JP, but frick! Have somebody... I can understand it's a fast-paced job, but this is why I sometimes take my time into doing one thing first and then take care of the other thing second. So yeah, that's and that clearly reminds me, I was knocked out for the last minute, but I did catch up on one of your videos, JP. I just didn't get a chance to leave a like, but I will after stream. I guess you can say I saw a sneak peek of what Alien Fireteam Elite actually looks like, and wow, I'm probably going to be doing a heck of a lot of screaming while doing it. So I may probably going to save that until September or October, for that matter. I may yet do that too. I may yet do that. But all right, let's get this joint underway. And I would like to welcome those who are here. And for those
Plus,
who are...
you know, when they hire new people and they found out how it is, they quit right after it.
Oh, well, speaking of new people, JP, before I left, there were 3 people at orientation. No, 3 people. I'm sorry, 4 people at orientation. One of them just happened to have just started in the morning shift in the alcohol department. I can't say his real name, but I probably should have asked. Well, from the looks of it, he doesn't do any gaming, so he's about tall, like 6 inches tall, possibly almost the same height as the receiving manager, and wears glasses. But he just started today on alcohol. I think he did a terrific job. But for his sake, I hope he stays where he's at. Because if he were to be shifting from one department or transferred from one department, whoever wants him, to my department, he's in for some serious rude awakening when it comes to drama. Because boy. Boy, oh freaking boy. And again, we also had, while you were gone, JP, a lot of new people. And one of them was promoted to produce manager. There was a new produce manager, and my old produce manager is slowly stepping away from my department, but still walks by my department and gives guidance to what needs to be done. So that's what's up. I'll be right back.
I should check in with Saint to see if he has any recommendations for Titans to send on this mission. Cyrus, what do you think so? Never seen so many humans in one place before. Never seen so many people in one place before. What Holiday is doing later.
Sorry about that. That was my sister in the back. That was my baby sister in the background wanted a hand massage. Apparently, I failed her test and not getting paid for massaging her hand because I was getting too soft. I don't want to put too much pressure on the hand when I'm massaging it, because otherwise that's gonna either cause a cramp on her hand, or I may end up breaking it. And what the heck am I staring at? What the heck is this? Yeah, I ain't going that way. That scares me.
Yeah, a couple of folks at the front got promoted. I told you that a couple of asked me when you are coming back, and I have to tell them the...
Ah, yeah. Yeah, you had to tell them the whole shebang of what just happened with you, and to me, I still... Plus, you know, when they hire new people, they found... Oh, yeah. A couple of folks... Ah. Man.
And half of them was sad and upset.
I sure as heck would be after hearing the story that you told me of what happened. But hey. What can I most definitely say about that? All right. This feels a little bit haunting to me.
We stand at the precipice of victory. There is but one final link that remains between Callus and the Pyramid, and we are ready to strike at it. Kaido has been brought into our ritual bond. She is now prepared to confront the Nightmare of Gaul and undo her father's work. However, by my estimates, Callus has already infiltrated the paracausal matrix of the Lunar Pyramid. The dark below groans and churns with excitement at this revelation. Emanations from the Lunar Pyramid whisper a singular psychic demand to all who can perceive it. Rejoice.
It's okay, because
Callus
I wasn't happy there anyway.
overconfident, and we must take advantage. Go, return to the Leviathan and prepare.
Looks like it's almost time to sever that connection from the pyramid. And going back to you, JP, and going back to your last comment, I know you wasn't happy there, but at the same time you would have... Oh, I take that back. You should have sued the mess out of them, but you showed them mercy, which is something.
And now I have found peace.
And that I think I'll tell you what I always tell 95. If you're happy, then I'm happy. If you're happy, JP, then I'm happy. And oh goodness, after you told me that story of what happened with you, I still think you should have sued the mess out of them, because they deserved a wake-up call, a long-awaited wake-up call.
And it means a lot for me.
It does mean a lot. Okay, it does, but at the same time, I still think you should have sued the mess out of them. It was a serious long overdue for them to get that type of wake-up call, for them not to treat their employees the way you were treated. And that ain't right for me. That really ain't right for me. Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, fun fact, I will not say his real name, but his online name, JP, he used to work at my job, and the stuff that he be telling me about, of how he was treated there, he should have sued the living crap out of him there. Because, I'm sorry, they need the wake-up call. And I would have looked forward to that day when that wake-up calls around. And
I didn't have anything on them to go to court.
Yeah, so, yeah, because they just, released you, I guess. They released you, so I guess that's not much to go on. But if you were to still be working where I'm at, and you would still be treated like that, that would have been serious grounds for you to sue them for. Because I would have looked forward to that day when all the managers walked into the office about what's about to go down.
You
and
know
that,
God is going to look out for me.
I know, it's really just that I was really looking forward to that wake-up call that was well-deserving. And a well-deserving and punishing moment for those that treated you bad there. And that in of itself could have been like, I probably could have walked around like an evil villain smiling of what's about to go down if that were to have happened. I mean, for the life of me. But it is what it is, I guess. And we keep moving forward. That's the only thing we can do.
Don't worry, it's going to come back on them.
And I look forward to that day too. I look forward to that day when they get the wake-up call that's much needed and punishing for it. I have a feeling the season finale of season 17 is really going to end with a bang when I face off against Callus. Because after Kaido, things are really about to get hairy soon after. I can almost feel it. But alright, let's do this.
But when it comes, I hope that you will be at a new job.
And just if I do end up at a new job that would give me the same peace that you had, then that'll be enough for me. I mean, I could return to my teacher assistant job that I was never fired on, but was laid off from. I would have been well okay with that. I would have been well at peace with that, because when I was a teacher's assistant, I was at peace. Although I would have enjoyed myself assisting other children to what they needed help with on their schoolwork and everything. Stay one day for evening shift and then the rest early shift days. I wouldn't mind going back to that at all. But I was laid off due to financial problems, and why other teachers, including me, wasn't getting paid because of financial problems. So that's how I was laid off, and later on came to Costco. And yes, I said Costco.
You
Yes.
can't let the job put stress on you.
Oh, I wasn't stressed, but I was getting close to it, especially after the receiving manager, aka the organizer, went full on Rugrat on me. But that's fine, I guess, just so long as he doesn't do it again. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of hoping he's off today, but at the same token, I don't want him to
'Cause
be.
it's not good.
Yeah,
Trust me, I know.
I know it's just the fact that I kind of wish he was off, but at the same time, I don't want him to be off because of how packed the trash is, extending all the way back to the waters. So that would have been a full-on nightmare, and I could have just probably stayed from where I was at, so I wouldn't have to deal with all that trash. But yeah, yeah. But all right, on with the show. So tomorrow, I'm gonna be continuing the Spider-Man series along with Ghost Recon Wildlands. But soon after, I need to be full on focused with Forbidden West because I am that close into finishing the game. There may be like a couple of episodes before the finale.
Right now, you are home. So, enjoy your game.
Oh, I most certainly will. I most certainly will, JP. I most certainly will. I will enjoy myself even more streaming and entertaining the members and non-members of the X1 Nation.
Seize that power and become a reaper of nightmares. I feel this guardian's pain
Hey,
so
Neff.
clearly. The taste of bile in my mouth.
What happened to
The
them small
blind
dreads you
hunger
had,
for
boy?
revenge.
Leave the job
They
at the
want
job.
blood.
Oh, Auntie's gonna do it in a different way? Oh, do it in a different way. Meaning you're waiting for your hair to grow again a little bit bigger so that you can get long dreads? Yeah, wave hi to the viewers. Make sure you look at the camera when you do it. That's not even a wave, nephew. Why are you jumping? Yeah, a bird that's shaking up my room. Hey JP, I also saw Yeah. That came with season 17, JP. It was called Season of the Haunted. Yep. And you do know it's for free, right? Or do you have a season pass already? Or did? Then I'll get a look at it as soon as the stream's over.
Heavy is the burden of leadership, Empress. You see how Zavala strains not to buckle beneath it.
He holds all of humanity on his shoulders.
And how much do you carry on your own? Rest.
Where's that little quest line? Well, this is fast. I'm almost finished with it. Nightmare containment. Alright, so I'm at 67%, so that's... I may gonna have to face some certain bosses. Oh, what the heck? Jerk.
Oh, you know Fall Guys is free now. And the folks who pay for it at the beginning got a whole lot of free stuff, including a free season pass.
Ooh, juicy. Very juicy. I've been told about that, let alone heard about that at the same time. And I believe even King Jojo also told me about that. That's what's up.
The nightmares are converging in your location. Begin the harvest.
Oh wow, they're really coming out of the woodworks.
Fall Guys when it was 1999.
Oh yeah! I did see you stream that long time ago. You must be getting a boatload of stuff off of that. You must be getting a boatload of free stuff after that. Oh, there you go.
Can't wait for Aliens Fire Team Elite new DLC.
Fireteam Elite new DLC. They released a new DLC? Aliens Fireteam Elite has a new DLC, JP? Because if so, when did the trailer came out?
A powerful nightmare has risen near you.
Or maybe that was an old one. Daggone, they just stab it into death. Goodness.
It's coming soon. It's going to have new weapons and brand new aliens.
Oh boy. And you already been through the whole shebang of Aliens Fireteam Elite. Can't wait to go through that same scenario where you were at. Do they do character customization in Alien Fireteam Elite, JP?
To life, yearning for their pain.
And they have Harkery.
Ooh.
Hardcore.
Hardcore mode. Oh, that almost sounds like some Gears of War type of thing.
Fascinates me. I would have it for myself.
Dude, Aliens is a fun game.
Yes.
Trust.
Nuggets and fries. Yep. Last work day until I'm off Friday. Of course. Yeah, that was Mama X1 in the background. Oh, goodness!
And I see that you gave up on Vanguard.
Yeah, about Vanguard. Tell me why I was challenged to a Call of Duty match. I don't think I haven't told you this story, JP. But the person that I used to stream Fortnite with, that on my whose name was Hoodie Dre, he challenged me to a Call of Duty match, quick scoping match, if you will. He wanted to play it on BO4, Call of Duty Black Ops 4. When much to my
I I told you it was trash.
Yeah. But nah, though. Hoodie Dre, the person that I used to stream Fortnite with a couple of years ago while I was starting off my streaming career. He wanted to challenge me to a quick scoping match at BO4. And yes, we all know that game was trash due to the fact that it lacks story mode. We're all well aware of that, especially me. Trust me. But when I wanted to go practice before our 1v1, as it turns out, nobody, and I mean nobody, does not play BO4. Literally nobody is not even in the lobby. Literally nobody is not even in the game or on the game, period. So you can pretty well imagine that match was instantly canceled afterwards. But here is the kickoff, though. He wants to wait until MW2 comes out. So yeah, good luck getting a whooping from me, Hoodie Dre. You're gonna need it.
About Vanguard is trash.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about returning to Vanguard, as a matter of fact, JP. It wasn't entirely trash, though, because the difference between Call of Duty Black Ops 4...
And Xbox folks is still playing BO4.
Oh, so the Xbox guys are the only ones that's playing the game, and some people on the PlayStation side just never plays it. Well, that pretty much would make sense for that. Yeah, I like that dodge I just did.
I haven't played Destiny in a good long minute.
Well, you already know what the deal is in Season 17, or if you haven't played Season 17 yet, JP, all I can say is I wish I would have played it with you from the beginning, because you probably would have liked it, because it would have gave you that aliens, alien feel, only a little bit different afterwards, though. But you know what? I think that's what inspired Season of the Haunted, is because of the feeling, the alien feel. All those grooves moving out or spreading out of the helm. Nightmares, aka ghosts. Ghost of old and new enemies and allies that fell in Destiny. I'm almost starting to wonder if Cade is gonna pop up at some shape or form.
Fear not. Surrender. Death will be quick.
Yes. I remember how swiftly you dispatched your enemies in the gladiator pits. What clean cut. Your blade held aloft. How the crowds would cheer.
You cheer the loudest kind.
But folks are still on Cold War and World War II.
Until I no longer had a voice.
Would you believe I still had the general Destiny 2 collector's edition? That joint is still sitting there on my shelf. I feel like I wanted to just go through it, go through the go through all the cool stuff that I got for the collector's edition. As a matter of fact, there was a time when all of us enjoyed waiting until the game comes out at midnight and we would all get this different game editions. I was the proudest owner of the Destiny 2 collector's edition. The one regret back then, that was really back then when I didn't have that much money to reserve, is the original Division collector's edition, because it would be nice for me to have a watch just like that. And to this day, I still want that Division watch. Those were some good times during the gaming era, JP. Those were some good times. Definitely good times. Okay, so while this is loading, I am most definitely getting something to drink. Or maybe I can wait until later.
That's when GameStop was okay. But now it's trash.
Yeah. It was getting there when it stopped receiving collector's editions and ultimate editions from games that was coming out. That's what killed it. Along with something else that might have killed it. Beyond that, I don't think I haven't been to GameStop in a hot minute, too.
Kaido will arrive shortly.
My store was Funko Land.
Drop pod breach successful. The ship has turned rancid. The Leviathan's transformation is a spreading miasma. When we stop here, take the engines, Guardian. I ascend another path, but I will see this through with you.
Come to challenge me again. The beaten always do.
I already clipped your wings. It's over, Cabal. I have the high ground. Your big old behind could have failed too.
We lifted the Cabal from Callus's stagnation. Now you're on
Do
Midkeeper's
you
list
remember
of all
Electronic
lost,
Boutique and
not
Cabbages?
added. They speak of what once was, and no longer of what could be. Is this the new Cabal we envisioned?
We've both human scribes conjuring purpose for us. Futures that never came to pass. Theirs is the buzzing of insects caught in turbulent winds. When the wind shifts, so will they.
Hey, give me 1 minute to answer that comment, JP. Oh, you ugly butt! Oh, you butt. Ah! Gosh.
Those was my favorite gaming store.
What the heck is this? I don't think I haven't been.
Plant your amplifier and do not linger in the spores longer than you must.
All right, let me catch up on your comments. Do you remember Electronic Boutique? Oh yeah, I remember Electronics Boutique. I remember that giant.
The interference has returned, more complex than before. Something language adjacent, but familiar. A translation of a translation.
I remember that.
Your alignment was poor.
Guardian,
Kaito, dispatch this light storm and send its head back to the city.
silence! You are a weak imitation of the goal I knew.
I am limited only by your weak imagination.
I will find you at the end.
Whoa. I literally did not see that coming. Geronimo, I guess.
Now they had the best midnight opening.
Yes, they do. Looks like I'm not allowed up there.
You stand with the Traveler's puppet against me? You have grown fat from weakness, drunk on their patronage.
You demanded I rule in your shadow. With the Vanguard, I stand equal. The Cabal stand equal.
The Cabal will die alongside them, a desperate ember fading against the dark.
Just because you can't imagine a future beyond yourself, Dominus, doesn't mean there isn't one.
Oh, goody. Let the tubbies hit the floor. Ah, butt. Woo, you missed me. Whoa. Let the tubbies hit the floor. How did... Never mind. Oh, butt! How can you run that? Whoa! How can your side behind run that fast? Oh, you got it.
The interference is a voice. I've heard it whispered through the tree of silver wings on Io and beneath the ice of Europa. But it does not speak to us. This connection must be severed.
Yes, indeed. Hey, big boy. Over here. Woohoo! Too slow. Oh shoot! All right. The day I see my Titan wield 2 swords would be the day I be the mightiest guardian in Destiny.
Fan turbines offline. The final severance awaits. With Kaido bound to the crown. Together, we cannot fail.
They are using the Cabal. Using you. The Empire is cattle flesh between the city and their enemies. They will let every last one of us die to save themselves.
They have proven otherwise. I do not fear our enemies. The light is at our back, and we are the Cabal. We eat the mountains. We drink the seas. Let them come.
Oh!
Get on with it.
Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's rumble. Unfortunately, this may gonna be yet another short stream, but tomorrow I'm going to avenge that when I stream Spider-Man tomorrow. Cause boy, like I said, they ran me rugged today.
You were never able to best me, Keitel. That's why I left you to hold my throne.
I was fighting with weapons you gave me. Now, I wield my own.
This is more like the real Mortal Kombat right there between Keitel and Gaul. I would actually like to see that. Coward. Guess we're going through this whole scenario again. Right, Gaul?
Manifests from the Harvester. Manifests from the Harvester.
Crush him with your light, as the Traveler did!
Cole. You keep blasting me with that. Coward. Youngin, who the... Gaul is a coward.
Dead, Dominus. I forged a new cabal in my image. It does not require your approval.
Ooh.
I see you, Keitel. I see your new cabal pulled from the jaws of extinction. You have surpassed me. I attempted to subdue the light and burn for it. But you wield it on your war council. What conquest is more deserving?
You still don't understand. It wasn't conquest. It was compromise. An act your traditions never would have allowed.
You have finally grown beyond the prescriptions of your idols. Despite my legend, Call is flesh. His words are only words.
is a difference. Mine are better. Was that it, then? If dead men in Sanctimony are all Callus has to threaten me, he might as well turn the Leviathan around and run.
Dang. I never thought I'd see an ending like that with Kaido's resolve. Yeah, speaking of which, I'll have to backtrack and re-edit the titles between oh man, between Aldrin, Zavala's, and now Kaido's titles. Oh boy, I might just even keep it there. I'm about to be sorely out of time. Looks like I'll have to rush this along. This really feels like some Resident Evil hot mess right here.
It is strange what we are to those around us and what we are not. The Dominus was a hero to my people. Self-made and defiant. He inspired many, but the Leviathan's trickeries allowed me to see Gaul as the Vanguard did. Dangerous, relentless, cruel. Those were qualities I embodied to survive Callus's interpretation of fatherhood. They kindled in me a stifling reliance on self, on action, and nothing else. Most of all, Cabal wished to be seen. Our conquests recognized and ratified by the shockwaves they send through the Empire. The impact we leave. But an endless war in pursuit of glory leaves only ashes. When I am gone, it won't be the impact of my conquests that shape the Empire. Instead, it will be the quiet of peace, in the company of allies. Well fought, Guardian.
And that's what's up. Thanks, Kaido. Once again, the camera was blocking half of what she was saying with peace. Maybe I'll move that to the side for once. Hold up. There we go. Larger situation with Eris. Well, this may yet be an interesting one. Dominus Skull.
Victory sits before us, and yet it feels strangely hollow. We have severed what should be the final connection to the pyramid, and yet there is no reaction from the Leviathan, no reaction from Callus, and the lunar pyramid's psychic emanations are quiet. I cannot help but feel as though we have not weathered the storm, but merely stepped into its eye. The nightmares contained within the crown of sorrow are seething. Something is coming, Guardian, and we are not prepared. I would ask that you return to the Leviathan, continue to imprison the nightmares aboard it, while I attempt to ascertain what has changed.
Overlooked. Looks like we'll see what happens next week. Or if not, then it truly is a calm before the storm.
Eris told me what happened. How are you?
Tired and old.
But do you feel like a legend, Kettle?
I will break you in half, small man.
I can't imagine it was easy. The confrontation after all this time. Mine wasn't.
You are not mistaken. I know what Gaul is to your people. A symbol of death, ruthless ambition. But he was so much more than that to me. He was an idol, an inspiration to all Cabal. Even though he was born to a low station, he rose. How he rose. I was blinded by the light of his accomplishments. Unable to see the man inside. Unable to see his self-aggrandizing corruption. I refused to believe he was as much like my father as he was. It repulses me how much I still feel for them both. In spite of everything they became.
It's hard to challenge your idols. Even harder to make the decision that you will be different. But then you look back on your life, your own mistakes, and you wonder how you'll be judged when all is said and done. I'll never know Ghaul as you did there. But I know you, Caiatl. I see you.
That is all anyone can ask for. To be seen as they are.
Well, that's what's up. There seem to be more ghosts than usual. Something is most definitely up. I can't even put my finger to what this is gonna be, but one thing's for sure. If season 17 is gonna end with a bang, it may most certainly gonna end with a bang. But right now, this is literally the end. Sorry to have made this short, but certain circumstances proved otherwise. Tomorrow will be Spider-Man and hopefully Ghost Recon. I may yet finish Ghost Recon, hopefully, or I might be closer to finishing it. But we'll see what happens. But until then, I thank you all for watching. From PlayStation to YouTube. I will not say my outro at this time. I will say this. This is JadenX1 telling you to keep it locked right here on YouTube. Now we'll see you on the battlefield next time. Have a blessed day and good night.